Alright, what's going on, guys? So this video is a response to Hunt the Farm that asked me if I could do a video on the Carry Lite Pretty Boy and Pretty Girl decoy combo. So we're going to start off first with the box that it comes in. And as you can see right there, the Carry Lite Pretty Boy and Pretty Girl decoy series. Pretty nice little packaging that comes in. And like I said before, when you buy it, it comes with almost like a mossy green netted back carrying case. And it's got the two back straps right here, and if I get up close, you can see the construction. Actually, the light's going to suck. As you can see right there, it is very durable construction, and it does not rip. And it actually has a little bit of spare room for other decoys that we have in here. As far as for, you had asked if there's any type of, had a brain fart, if there's any type of putting shit together, if you will, with the decoy. There is none, except for this little piece right here. And this is the stick that goes into the ground. And there's this little notch up here at the top that rests into the top of the Pretty Boy decoy, and it's got a elastic drawstring. So when you're done and you're ready to pack it up to move to a different location or just pack it up for the day, you just gently pull it apart, elastic comes out, fold it in half, throw it back in the bag. So to get to the decoys themselves, one thing, when you pull it out of the bag, it's going to come out like this. Now this is the Pretty Boy. The Pretty Girl fits up in the chest cavity. So you got your two decoys right there. Now I'll start off with the Pretty Boy. Now I'm not too sure of how good or what the camera angle is or how it's going to come out, but it's all hand painted, and they have like a candy paint, I guess is the easiest way to describe it, reflective paint. So in the sunlight, it's going to look like the iridescent colors on an actual turkey. Plus the head and the neck is painted to a white and a red, which up here in northeastern states, I'm in upstate New York, when our toms are in full strut, the blood rushes to the head and the neck and they get really flushed. It's either bright white with a really dark red or a bright red color. The hole that is for the stake is right here. Now, as you know, since it's right here, it's off the center mass of the decoy, otherwise it would be right here. The cool thing about the placement of the stake hole is because when you put it in the ground and you have the tail fan on it, which the tail fan mounts here, and with this part it's flexible and you can move it. So if there's a tail fan that you had dried out and it's a little thicker, it accommodates it, but it also springs right back to hold it in. But the cool thing about it is it'll do some rocking motion, or it'll turn from left to right just with a slight breeze. So that actually adds a lot of realism and lifelike motions to the decoy. So that's the Pretty Boy, and I'll actually touch base with him again to answer your other question. Now, as far as for the Pretty Girl, this is what the Pretty Girl decoy looks like. All hand painted, again, attention to detail on the coloration of the feathers with the baby blue head, or light blue head, that are on the decoy. Now, one thing that's really cool about this decoy combination is this decoy is meant to be placed on the ground, and the reason being is because the body posture that they gave this decoy is that of a submissive hen that is ready and accepting to mate with the Pretty Boy. So with the two together, with the Pretty Boy being in full strut and her being in a submissive posture, is going to really tick off any time that comes in and sees these decoys, because they're going to be damned if the decoy is going to mate with the other decoy. So that works out great. Plus you want to set her right out in front of the decoy, about 5 to 8 feet, at least that way, so they're close enough together, just so that way the whole scenario looks more realistic. You're not going to place her out, 15, 20 yards away from the Pretty Boy. Now, to touch your other and your last question, since, like you said, you wanted to get into turkey hunting for quite some time, but you have not gotten a turkey, and you don't have a real turkey fan. Again, another cool thing about Carry Lite, they came out with pretty much the solution to that problem. And again, the attention to detail. This is a photo of an actual tail fan, and they had scanned it and printed out on a very durable nylon vinyl type material. And as you can see right here, it's got the cutouts on it. So what you're going to do is, before you put the stake in it and you get ready to set them out on the ground, you just take your tail fan, slip it down into the back, and now you've got your full strut Pretty Boy decoy. And then again, with the stake, you just slide it together like so. And the tricky part, and I always have problems with this one, probably why I'm still single, I'm having trouble finding the hole. This is always a pain in the ass. I'm definitely not beating any records here for a time. Okay, there we go. So it sits up on the post. Now this is one-handed, as you can see, even though it's off the center mass, he's balanced. So any little wind or any little breeze, he's going to turn to the left and right. It also allows him to, he'll wiggle up and down. Lifelike motion, anywho. And that's pretty much all there is to the Pretty Boy and Pretty Girl decoy combo. Extremely lifelike, realistic, and extremely deadly. Just to give you a scenario, the past spring and the fan and the spurs and the beard that you see mounted. When we called in the 2 times, the other one spun around and ran back into the woods, only because my brother was using Remington ammunition, and it was a perfect center strike on the primer. Misfire, didn't go off. He got spooked off back in. My Tom saw the Pretty Boy, automatically ran right up to that, started circling him, packed at him a little bit. Now, we were set up in the corner of the field. The decoys were out to the right. I had to make a good 4-foot swing to get the bead back on him in order to take him down. And he was more concerned with whooping the shit on my decoy rather than somebody, and I want to say it was 12 feet away. We took 12 steps to right where I dropped him. So I was 12 feet away from him, didn't even see me swing to him and put him down. So they work perfectly. So you don't need a real tail fan. It's just what I use because I have one. Not a big deal because it comes with one. Very easy, very simple setup to take down and to put up. And you got the carrying bag that you can take it with you, so it's right on your back. So you got both hands on your firearm, or if you got a sling. I haven't ran the Benelli. I just got my Benelli, and I've got the sling put on that. So I can see how it runs with both that on my back and the gun over my shoulder. Other than that, I would recommend it. As far as for price range, I've seen them anywhere from $75 up to $135. Best thing to do is shop around at different places, see what you can get as far as for price, and maybe even check online. We had a store, one of our local stores, that had it on sale and had another 15% off, to where I ended up getting my set for, it was like $69. The only reason why I didn't get them there is because the teenagers they had working in the store were less than professional and rude, and unfortunately, since I had some bad dealings with Gander, the one good thing that I can say about them is they price matched plus added a 10% onto it, so I got it pretty much dirt cheap. But anyway, that's about all there is to the Carry Lite decoy combos. If you got any other questions, go ahead and leave them down at the bottom. Hope this helped, and good luck this spring season for your turkey. Hope you get one. As always, be safe and have fun.